middle of nowhere.
I'm not supposed to go this far out of town. I think we should go back.
Jacob, don't be such a dick. Aunt Angie's never going to know you're out here. So where are we? If this is supposed to be the cool place you were taking us to, it doesn't look very cool to me. This is Old Man Joe's field.
Who's Old Man Joe?
Who's Old Man Joe? Have you heard this guy?
But who is Old Man Joe?
He's this guy called Joe, and, well, you know, he was old.
Nice one. Can we get sweets now?
Listen, I don't exactly know who he was and what he did, but this was his field, and this is where the challenge takes place.
What challenge?
The challenge! Everyone at school's talking about it. Some people have even done it.
This is the challenge, staring at this crappy field.
Not during the day, obviously. It's got to be done at night, at the dead of night.
Max, what challenge?
Only the greatest test of bravery ever seen to mankind.
It's stupid, that's what it is. A stupid challenge for stupid boys.
Girls are doing it too. Only girls are crybabies who get scared too easily. You see, people come out here at night and stare into the field. Whoever dares to stay the longest is the bravest.
Doesn't sound so hard.
You don't know, Jacob. There's no street lights, only dark. And of course, the things that live in the field.
What things?
Don't believe him, Jacob. He believes anything people tell him.
That is not true.
So you didn't believe that there were piranhas in the school toilets? Or that Mrs. Montgomery was a vampire who locked boys in a cupboard at night?
Jesus, Sarah, that's like in year one. I used to believe that maths was important back then as well. These days, I'm very selective over things I believe in.
Like monsters that live in a field but only come out at night?
It's not monsters, it's something else. Well, I don't know what it is, but it's in there.
Monsters?
It's not monsters. It's to prove how brave you are, and I'm going to do it tonight, and you two are going to do it with me.
I'm not allowed out at night.
Jacob, stop being a dick. None of us are allowed out at night, which is why we're going to sneak out when our parents are asleep.
I'd only do it to prove to you, but there's nothing but dead grass in this stupid field.
Fine, then we'll do it tonight. Midnight, do not be late. My time's going to be awesome. I'm going to be best in our school.
Best in the school? You've cried for like 2 weeks because of this grass.
I've already set my alarm for 11:30. You should set yours too. I figured if we get an early night, so go to bed by 9 o'clock, we get at least 2 hours sleep. And it's definitely no time for a bath tonight.
I don't want to do this. I'll be in major trouble if I get caught.
Don't worry, Max won't go through with it.
Sure hell I will. It's my one and only chance to prove myself to that Harvey Shepherd.
Who's Harvey Shepherd?
Who's Harvey Shepherd? Jacob, you're such a moron. Harvey Shepherd's the coolest kid in our school.
Oh my god, there's that word again. Max, I'd love to know your definition of the word cool.
Cool is everything that Harvey Shepherd is and I'm not.
So you think that by doing this ridiculous challenge that you're going to suddenly become all popular?
Sure thing I am. I love to see the look on Harvey Shepherd's face when he knows that I've got the record for Old Man Joe's field. Now go get me a Coke.
Old Man Joe. Now there's a name I haven't heard for a long time.
Did you know him?
Oh God, no. Died long before my time. But I knew the stories about him, or at least the rumours.
Could you tell us?
Why are you three so interested?
I'm not.
School project, true deal.
Oh. Well, it was a long time ago, the tales of old Joe and what had happened on that bloody field. That'll be £3.25.
Fine, here, keep the change. No, give him a £5. Give me the change back.
Will you tell us the story, please?
Well, old Joe was a farmer, you see. Lived on the farm all his life. He took it over after his father passed away. And then his wife died in childbirth, leaving him alone to look after the farm and his young boy. One night, they say it was darker than black itself that night, Joe's son, who couldn't have been any older than any of you, left the farmhouse and headed off into the field. They say his screams tore through the darkness, waking up the whole village.
What happened to him?
No one ever knew. See, his body was never found. Some say that he was kidnapped or possibly killed by a random traveller. Some think that possibly old Joe himself killed his son. And then there are others who believe that something else killed him. Something lurking in the field, in the dark, waiting for him to be alone. At least, that's what they said.
What do you believe?
Oh, for a long time I would have said that the field itself killed that poor boy. And of course that challenge didn't help matters at all.
The challenge? You know the challenge.
Know of it? We came up with it. At least the children of my generation did. I understand its reputation still stands. Is the challenge still the ultimate act of bravery?
Only the bravest managed to stare into the field. Finally, someone else who understands.
Understand? Maybe when I was your age. But now I'd tell you to keep as far away from old Joe's farm as you possibly can.
We tried to warn him.
You should listen to your little girlfriend here.
No.
She's not my girlfriend.
Gave me nightmares for weeks, that challenge.
You did the challenge.
Everyone did. For most it was just a bit of fun. But not for me. Usually, a group would head out to the field, do the challenge together. Somehow, I found myself doing it alone. It was so dark. If I'd stretched out my hand in front of my face, it would have been swallowed by the night. There could have been anyone, anything, standing only a few yards away from me, and I'd have never known.
So what happened?
It spoke to me. That's what happened. I heard its voice.
Whose voice?
The fields.
That's it, a stupid noise.
Stupid? Let me tell you, boy, there was nothing stupid about what I heard that night. Never before, or in my long days since, have I ever heard such a deathly, harrowing sound.
Do you actually think it was the field?
I did. But as time passed and my memory dwindled, I began to accept that my childish recollections just ran away with me that night, and that the noises I heard were not what I really believed them to be. However, sometimes when I'm alone, in the dark, my old brain distorts the most innocent of noises into that bloody sound.
Now I definitely do not want to do it.
Oh, I see. School project.
Nice one, dickhead.
We don't know what we're doing yet, but other kids from our school have done it.
And you want to do it because you don't believe in it? You're being forced? And you want to be popular?
It'll make us all brave.
Sometimes the bravest of people are the ones who don't do the stupid things that others are doing.
So you don't think we should go?
Who am I to say? If my story doesn't put you off, perhaps another will. There was a girl, a lot younger than me. She had her own experience.
What happened to her?
I don't know. Maybe you ought to ask her yourself. I'm sure you've heard of her. Mad Maddie, I believe she's called these days. You know where to find her?
Mad Maddie.
The witch.
So they say.
Bye.
Have a nice day. Mad Maddie. The cat lady. The witch.
They say she never leaves the house. They say the sunlight bends her skin.
They say that she kills children and hides her body in the attic.
They say that she's horrible to look upon. They say that one look into her eyes turns you into stone.
That's how I'm going on. You can't bust out of me now, Jacob. Man, Manny might have the answers to what goes on in that field at night.
She might have seen what's in there. What made that noise?
Sarah, not you too. I thought you didn't believe.
I don't. I'm just curious to see if she can convince me or not. Please?
See? You can't go home now. Besides, you've got to knock on the door.
Me? Why me? What the hell would I knock on the door?
Because you're the youngest. Besides, Aunt Angela left me in charge of you today.
I'm sure that didn't mean to get him killed by a witch.
You won't get killed. Anyway, all you've got to do is walk up to the door and knock on it.
No, I'm not doing it. You're the oldest, so you should go.
Me?
Yeah, if you're so brave.
I have to look after the bikes.
I'll look after the bikes.
Do you have any idea how expensive my bike is? Why would I leave it in the hands of you? Besides, just stop being a baby and go and knock on the stupid
No,
door.
I'm not doing it.
Well, neither am I.
But neither am I.
Well, neither am I.
Fine! I'll do it. Soon as you're both too chicken to do it.
What a chicken.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. All I heard was How the hell are you going to stand in front of that field tonight if you can't even knock on some old lady's door? God.
What do you want? I see you creeping up towards my house, girlie. You and your little friends too. What are you going to do this time? Put fireworks through my post box? Throw eggs at my windows? Oh, yes, I remember you. Don't think I don't.
You must be mistaking me for someone else. I mean, it might be my twin brother. Please don't take me to stone.
I'll do worse than that if you don't get off my property this instant.
Please, we're in no trouble.
Children, you're nothing but trouble.
Please, we're just waiting to ask you about old Joe's field.
The field?
We had the challenge when you were a girl.
Did you now? Well, you better come in.
Actually, we were meant to go home now.
No, come in. I insist. Besides, I've just made a fresh jug of homemade lemonade, and I've not had visitors in such a long time. What's the matter now? Think I'm going to lock you in the attic?
Yes.
This doesn't look like a house of witch to me. I expected a lot more black.
Although she does have a lot of cats.
Cats maybe, but witch? Nah. I can't believe you guys actually thought she was a witch. You should have seen the look on your faces. Nah, she's just some lonely old woman.
Lonely perhaps, but enough of the old. I'm not that old.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Please, I made it myself.
Do you still thought you're a witch? An actual witch?
Maybe I am. Or maybe you shouldn't believe everything you're told. People often label those that they don't understand with cruel names and make up ridiculous stories about them.
You have a lot of cats.
Indeed I do. Cats can see the honesty in people. Their eyes are ablaze with truth. The ancient Egyptians worshipped their cats as gods, believing them to be the gateway to their heavens.
Whoa, that's pretty deep. Do you actually believe that stuff?
Perhaps. I also just enjoy their company. But enough about them, they get enough attention as it is. Let's talk about you and the field. You three. You plan to do the challenge?
Yes.
Well, I suppose you want to hear my story. I haven't spoken about it for years. I wasn't always like this.
Like what?
A strange, crazy lady, a recluse, hiding away from the rest of the world.
You're not crazy.
Oh, I know what they call me, young girl. Mad Maddie. There may be some truth in that name.
So if you were always a loon, then what were you like?
Well, I was just like you. Young, fun, and I had friends. And it was with those friends I decided to do that challenge. I wasn't scared that night, more curious. And you know what they say, don't you? Curiosity killed the cat.
There's nothing to be scared of, it's just a dumb field.
What do those eyes belong to?
I never knew. I never wanted to. All I know is that there was an evil greater than any on this earth in those eyes. If they say a cat's eyes were the gateway to heaven, then surely these eyes were the gateway to hell. No one believed me, of course, thought I'd made it all up. My friends shunned me and I can't say I blamed them. Those eyes, they had pierced my very soul. They changed me.
How?
I wouldn't go to school. I couldn't eat. All I could see were those eyes every time I closed mine. My parents didn't know what to do and they sent me away. Do you understand? Doing that challenge ruined my life.
So you never recovered from the experience?
Oh, I tried to. I moved back to the town in my early 20s. I've barely left this house since. So you see, it's quite understandable why I've been given this strange reputation.
Well, if it helps, we don't think you're a witch, do we? Do we, Max?
No, I guess not.
There are others that have experienced far stranger things than I have. One of them held the record for the longest time.
Like who?
Oh, what was his name? As soon as they started talking about that field, I couldn't cope. The memories just came flooding back. Those eyes. Those damned eyes.
Alright, enough of the eyes already. We get it. What was the boy's name?
Oh, what was his name? He was praised like a legend for doing that challenge. Edward Jenkins. Right little git he was too. But enough of all this chit-chat. I shan't sleep for a week. Lemonade?
Well, that was a total waste of time. Go and see Mad Maddie the Cook. She was crazy. The eyes, the eyes. I don't know, Max. She's pretty convincing to me. Oh, Jacob, stop being a dick. She was mental. And what about that lemonade? It was homemade. Oh my god, it was disgusting. I still taste it in the back of my mouth. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Eddie Jenkins. Eddie Jenkins used to live down my street. His mum still does. I think my dad goes to the pub that he works at.
Sarah, no.
Oh, Jacob, come on. It's an adventure. Beat sitting around doing nothing all day.
I thought you didn't believe.
I didn't. But I'm beginning to.
Hey Eddie, some kids out back for you.
What? I don't know no kids.
Still want to see you.
You Eddie Jenkins?
Depends who's asking.
What? We are, obviously.
Okay.
Wait. Just ignore him. He's a bit of a prick. We just wanted to ask you a couple of questions.
Do I know you from somewhere?
You used to live down our street.
I remember you when you was about 2 used to play in our garden naked.
Busted.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, it was you. It was you. So what do you want?
We heard you held the record.
Record for what?
The challenge at Old Joe's Field.
That.
You're like a legend, right? You stood there longer than anyone else.
That's what they say.
How long did you stand there for?
15 minutes. You plan on beating that?
Sure. 15 minutes ain't that long.
It's longer than you might think. Especially when you're out there. In the dark.
Did you see the eyes or hear the noise?
Believe me, I'd have loved to have heard some sissy noise, seen some stupid eyes.
What happened?
You kids should go home. I've got work to do.
Wait, you can't do that to us now. We deserve to know what happened to you now.
Why? Why do you need to know? Why not just go out there and find out for yourself? Is it because you're too scared? You want to know what's in that field so you don't need to go?
We're not scared of anything. We want to know what you saw, so when we see it, we can prove that we can last longer than you.
Alright. You want to know? You really want to know? Because I did. I was just like you, so eager to prove myself. That challenge would make me the most popular kid in school. I expected it to be easy. How hard could it be, staring into some stupid field, right? I never knew how wrong I could be. My hands felt like they was glued to that fence. I had no idea what was about to happen. How could I?
What was it that touched you?
I didn't stick around to find out. Took a wet human hand to tell you that. It was cold and lifeless. And about my skin.
How do we know that you're telling the truth? How do we know that you're not full of crap?
You don't. For all you know, I could have made the full thing up. Maybe there were no hands. Maybe I didn't even go to the field.
Maybe you never.
Well, maybe I never.
Maybe you never.
Maybe I didn't.
Well, maybe you never.
Why don't you just take your little push bikes? Find out for yourselves.
Maybe we will.
Or maybe you should.
Ugh. Stupid hands. Nothing to be afraid of. Probably just a cow. Come on, we're going.
Go on, go follow your little boyfriend.
He's not my boyfriend, and I was never in your garden and never naked.
What about you? Yeah? What are you still doing here? Gonna go follow your little master?
I don't follow anyone. I'll go wherever I like.
Oh, really? So you're not gonna follow your friends to that field tonight? Do you wanna know why I stopped out there for so long? I was too scared to move.
Really?
I'm just pissing with you. Go on, do the challenge. Make a man out of you.
Eddie, you needed back inside, mate.
Right, I'll see you two losers tonight at 12. Don't you dare be late. I can't believe you still want to do this after everything we've had today. All the better reason to do it. Sarah?
We've done this much work finding out about it, Jacob. Would be kind of rude not to go now.
I can't believe you two.
Gotta go. See you boys tonight.
Don't you dare wimp out on me, Jacob. You better be there at 12 or I'll give you something to be afraid of. And say hi to Aunt Angie for me.
You alright, Jacob?
Max says hello.
Okay. Are you alright?
I'm fine, Mum.
Just, you need your tea. It's not like you.
Not hungry. I'm fine.
Okay. What have you been up to today?
Nothing really. Just riding on my bike with Max and Sarah.
Anywhere nice?
Went to the sweet shop.
Oh, I see. That's why you're not hungry.
That was this morning. We went loads of places. We went to the park. We went to the country road.
Country road? Have you ever been too far out of town? Max knows you're not allowed to go that far. He's supposed to be looking after you.
We didn't go further than Old Judd's field.
What are you doing playing around Old Joe's field?
We weren't playing. We just rode up there and rode back.
Oh, good. I don't want you anywhere near that field. It's dangerous around there. Do you hear me?
Okay, Mum. Can I leave the table now?
Yeah.
But where are we going to find my hat? It's on your head, doofus.
Brush your teeth. I've got Friday off work. I thought maybe we could go away for the weekend. Like a last little treat before you go back to school and I get to see even less of you.
I like that.
Good. Get some sleep. Night night. Love you.
Love you too, Mum.
Mum, why is Roger's farm dangerous?
Years ago, there used to be this game that some of the kids used to play. Like some sort of challenge.
What challenge?
Oh, it's not important. But there was this one boy who lived near me, and he went out there to do this challenge by himself to the field after dark. And for God knows what reason, he jumped over the fence and ran off into the darkness, and he was never seen again.
What happened to him?
Well, no one knows. And that's why I don't want you going out there. Do you understand me?
Yes, Mum.
And promise me you won't go out there again.
Yes, Mum.
Okay. That's enough of all this talk. Get some sleep. Night night.
Mum, did you ever do the challenge?
Night night, Jacob.
Jacob, didn't think you'd come.
I wasn't going to, but everything we was told today, it scared me. I've been having nightmares about the field. I think I just need to do it, just so I'm not frightened.
Speaking of frightened, I think Max is checking out at us.
Hey! Don't you call me a chicken.
What are you doing in a bush?
My dad caught me getting out of bed. I wanted to check see who was following me. You guys ready to go?
No.
Excellent, let's go.
I didn't know it was going to be this dark out here.
Of course it's dark. There's no lights, and it's night time, and there's no lights.
Well done. It's so quiet.
Guys, please, can we just get this over with?
But what if...
What?
What if there really is something in there?
Sarah, I thought you were a disbeliever.
I am. I mean, Of course I am. It's just silly stories like piranhas that live in the school toilets.
Which has never proved to be untrue, actually. I heard Charlie Oskin got his bum bit when he was going for a
Please, can we just get this over with?
Alright, Jacob. Jesus, keep your hair on. I walk up to the field and put my hands on the fence. Easy. Do you know, guys, did you ever hear the rumour that Mrs. Tanner in year 6 was a werewolf?
Stop being a coward and get on with it, will ya?
Alright. Bloody hell, relax. Actually, you should go first. You know, the rule, ladies first, and all that.
No. I knocked on Mad Maddie's door first, and last time I recalled, you came up with the idea. Okay, Pop.
Fine, yeah. No worries, I'll be fine.
What happened, Max? Max, what did you see?
Nothing. I didn't see anything.
Why did you scream like a girl?
I didn't scream. It's just, you know, it's really dark out there.
Of course it's dark, Max. It's night time.
How long did it last?
Not even a minute. That was pathetic.
So much for breaking the record, Max.
It's a shopping challenge anyway. It doesn't prove anything, does it?
It does. It proves that you're robust and that I'm braver than you. Get ready to tie me.
Did you see anything? Sarah, you alright?
I don't know. I'm just so sad.
Well, get ready to time me.
Jacob, you don't have to do this. We can just go home and
I'll
be
be
safe.
fine. I'll be fine.
It spoke to me. I heard its voice.
There was an evil greater than any on this earth in those eyes.
Did the wet human answer tell you that? It was cold and lifeless.
But there was this one boy who lived near me, and he went out there to do this challenge. For God knows what reason. He jumped over the fence and ran off into the darkness, and he was never seen again.
happened? Can you give me an actual account of what happened? Take me through it, step by step.
I don't know. She might have seen what's in there.
Right. And what time was this when you was out last night? When you saw this?